Matt from Plant Fed Fitness, and in today's video, I'm talking about the benefits of trail running. Now, loads of you run on trails all the time. I'm sure there are many of you that's all you do. Trail running, you never run on roads because why would you have to? Now for me, and I'm sure like lots of other you out there, roads are much easier to run on because, you know, we have roads from our house. And if you want to go out for a run, well, it's easy to just lace up and go out the door, and you might not have a trail system nearby. You might have to drive to get to some. So really it's just easy, and we fall into a routine of just going out and doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to tell you some benefits of getting out to the trails, maybe just once a week. If you're lucky enough to live in an area where you've got trails all the time, then this won't be an issue. But if you don't, I am telling you, it is absolutely worth it to get out there and do something different, run on some trails. And here's why. Okay, first of all, I really hope the microphone is picking up the sound of those birds, because there's an island right back here and it is loaded with birds and they are just making a racket. A good racket, right? Okay, so the first benefit of trail running is that it uses different muscles from what you use on a daily basis from your regular road runs. So when you go out for a road run, you're doing the same thing over and over again. The surface is flat, you really don't have to think too much because you do it all the time. With trails, let's see, the trails can be just soft. They can be well groomed, soft, it might even be grass, or it can be roots and ruts and hills and mud. Whatever trail you do, it's less even than the road. So you're using different muscles. You're using those supporting muscles, the ancillary muscles that get neglected through road running. So by running trails, you're actually making yourself stronger. You'll be building those muscles, building those support muscles, which will in turn put less pressure, less work on your actual road miles. So running trails will make you a better road runner. You know, I haven't been to these trails in a while. It's about a, I don't know, 10-minute drive from my house, and they have totally pruned all the trees. It used to be you could barely see the lake through all the foliage, but they've cut it all back and now you can see the lake. Yeah, and it's pretty good. All right, let's keep going and I'll tell you about the second benefit of trail running. Hey, look at this guy crossing the road. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. He's sticking his head out to see us. Yeah. Keep moving. Yeah, he's probably not going to move while I'm sitting there, so we'll let him carry on his way. Okay, so the second reason trail running is so great ties into the first reason. So the first reason was you use more muscles. The second reason is you will be injured less. You have a lower chance of injury by running trails. And it's because the first reason, you're using more muscles. So those muscles, the ancillary muscles, are supporting your regular primary muscles, and they're making those primary muscles work less. That's one way. Making your primary muscles work less, so they're going to get tired out less often, less likely to, you know, give yourself a muscle-related injury. Also, the surfaces are 100% of the time going to be softer than running on a path or running on the road. That lowers your impact forces tremendously. And as most of my running injuries have been overuse injuries, running on trails really gives my body a break from like the constant battle, the constant pounding that running puts on it. Like running on trails it's a lifesaver. And I don't want to say it's easier because you have to think more about foot placement, but I don't know, I'd argue it's a little more fun than road running. There's a lot more going on. Now, there's one caveat. As you know, most everything I say has a caveat. There is one caveat to having a lower injury risk. Listen, your chance of falling on a trail is probably a little higher than on the road. Why? Well, listen, what are you going to trip over on the road? Yeah, I mean, you could trip over your own feet. I mean, that's unlikely. I'm a bit of a klutz. I've never tripped over my own feet on the road. But I have fallen more times than I can count while running on trails. Like, tripped over roots. And that could really happen when you're talking to a camera and looking into the camera while you're running on trails. I don't recommend it. This is a pretty smooth trail. There's just rocks, it's hard packed sand, but there's a lot of roots crossing the road. And if I was talking to you and not paying attention, I could go right down. Luckily, I have never hurt myself doing that. Not bad. You know, grazed a knee, hurt my pride. Not real hurt though. Listen, do you ever get anxious? I know I do. I think it's normal for everyone to get a little bit anxious about some things in their life. Listen, especially we're runners, so if you're training for an event, you're practicing, you've got time goals, you're going to be anxious about this sometimes. Especially if it's your first time doing a new distance, and we're just talking about running. There's always the rest of life. The rest of life can be very anxiety producing. And the third benefit of trail running is that it reduces anxiety. And here's why. And listen, there are studies that back this up. I'm not going to go into them, but there are studies that back up being out in nature lowers anxiety. And it has face validity, like it makes sense, doesn't it? Look around me. You can see behind me, this is beautiful. I'm running on a nice sandy trail. I'm not even thinking about my running. I'm thinking about talking to the camera. But if I wasn't holding you, I'd be thinking about how gorgeous this is, about my surroundings, hearing the birds and the insects all around me. There's so much to take your mind off it. You get caught up in the beauty and you can really enjoy the run, enjoy being outside. So do yourself a favor, get out on the trails and you will lower anxiety in your entire life. Not a doctor, but give it a go, see how you feel. Let me know in the comments below if you agree that running outside on trails in the woods lowers anxiety. The next benefit is that being outside, trail running, can actually help you to live longer. And I will link to this study in the comments below, so check that out. And I am making some broad assumptions and I've kind of taken it in a direction that maybe the researchers didn't want it to go. But according to this study, women who live in green spaces are 12% more likely to live longer than those who live in urban areas. So women and men, we're more alike than we are different. So I think that means everyone. And by living in green spaces, I'm kind of translating that into a trail run. So maybe an hour a week. Yes, I am taking some liberties with the interpretation of this scientific article, but this is my channel and I can really do that, right? So my tip, or another benefit, I forgot what I'm doing, tips or benefits. This is a benefits video. So another benefit to trail running is that you'll live longer. That's it, you heard it here first, guys. Go for a run on the trails. You will live a long and happy life. Okay, on with the next one. Benefit number 5 to trail running. Oh, this is a good one for a lot of people. Listen, you're more likely to lose weight if you run on trails. Studies have shown, this is science. Science is a be all and end all of everything, right? Science has shown that running on uneven terrain, aka trails, will help you burn 60 to 90 more calories an hour. 60 to 90 more calories an hour. So listen, it's something. Doesn't seem like much. Doesn't seem like much at all. That you would have to, you'd have to run 2 hours before you can actually eat, I don't know, a Snickers bar. I prefer Three Musketeers. When are they going to make Three Musketeers vegan? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Running on trails, you're going to lose weight. Man, you're going to waste away to nothing. Which means you have to eat more. So, one of the benefits of trail running is that you can eat more because you're burning more calories and you are going to lose more weight. Please take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I don't know if anyone should really be eating a Snickers bar. Yeah, you know what? That kind of ties me into a future video I'm doing on how runners gain weight. So that's coming up. It's already in the can. I'm just waiting for a time to publish it. But if you're not already, now would be a great time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're getting any value, if you're getting value from this content, please give this video a thumbs up. You know what? I have just come out for a few minutes to film this video and talk to you about the benefits of trail running, but today is actually a day off. It's a day off from running and I'm just coming out to run around the park, so I'm not even running a mile today. But I really want to do a trail run, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think telling myself these benefits, talking to you guys about these benefits makes me want to get out there and do a trail run. So that's what I'm gonna do.